The art of storytelling has been around as long as human civilization, but in the last couple centuries, technological advances have allowed for entirely new ways to tell them. The evolution started with sound and radio and continued with the addition of visuals in movies and television. Video games add another element into the pot by letting the viewer actively participate in the story. This inherent interactive element of the video game medium has allowed for entirely new ways to both create and consume stories. Throughout Irrational Games' 2007 hit BioShock, the player encounters seemingly evil little girls known as Little Sisters who collect a substance called Atom, which is essentially the game's currency for unlocking and upgrading abilities. As you can see here, the player can either rescue the Little Sister or harvest her for twice the Atom. The choice is morally striking in its own right, but it also has ramifications at the game's end. Save all the Little Sisters, and you'll get the ending in the upper left. Harvest any of the Little Sisters, and the ending will be the dramatically different one on the lower right. This use of alternate endings is one of the most basic ways storytellers can use the player's interaction to affect the narrative.
And you refused it. And what did you do instead? What I've come to expect of you. You saved them.
You took what you wanted. All the Atom, all the power. And the Rapture trembled. But in the end, even the Rapture was not enough for you.
This is a scene from Grand Theft Auto 4, released in 2008 by Rockstar Games. In this scene, the protagonist, Nico Bellic, has been given a choice to go after criminal hotshot Playboy X or Playboy's fresh out of prison ex-best friend and business partner, Dwayne. This is an example of how interaction can affect the middle of a narrative.
I was someone, you know? I made it.
If the player chooses to kill Playboy X as seen here, Dwayne is thankful for not getting backstabbed, and you inherit Playboy's downtown penthouse. In this version of the scene, the player has instead chosen to kill Dwayne. Instead of getting the penthouse, Nico gets $25,000 for doing the job, but Playboy X cuts business ties over grief of his lost friend.
We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable.
During BioWare's 2007 space epic, Mass Effect, the player controls either a male or female human named Commander Shepard. Eventually, Shepard will come across a facility run by the antagonist, Saren, that is cloning a species called Krogan. Because of the institution of something called the genophage, only 1 out of every 1,000 Krogan are born alive. Shepard's mission is to destroy the facility to weaken Saren's army, which doesn't sit too well with Shepard's Krogan ally, Urdnot Rex. This triggers a confrontation between Rex and Shepard that will have dramatic effects not only on Mass Effect's narrative, but in sequels as well. Here we see 3 of the main possible outcomes for this scene. Depending on the player's actions leading up to this event, different conversation options will be available to him. In this first scene, watch how Shepard is able to convince Rex to stand down.
Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon! And if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around to reap the benefits. None of us will.
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. If you can't give me a better reason than this to destroy the hopes of my people, then I'm done with you.
I can't let you jeopardize the mission.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
These Krogan are slaves of Saren. Puppets. Tools to be used and discarded. Is that what you want for your people?
No, we were tools for the Council once. To thank us for wiping out the Rachni, they neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead. Just one thing. When we find Saren, I want his head.
In this version of the scene, watch how Shepard decides it's safer to eliminate Rex before he becomes a threat.
The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
I shouldn't have to explain that to you, Rex.
Indulge me. I've been loyal to you so far. Hell, you did more for me than my family ever did. But if I'm going to keep following you, I need to know we're doing it for the right reasons.
All you need to know is that I'm giving you an order to fall in line.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
In yet another version of the scene, Shepard instructs Ashley to take out Rex for him.
To the Krogan. This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it. You bastard.
Not today, friend.
The survival or loss of Rex means that you may be missing a key member of your squad from here on out. However, the decision is not a simple one-off. The consequences await Shepard in Mass Effect 2. If Rex survived the encounter, he will greet you on the Krogan homeworld of Tuchanka.
Good enough? Excuse me.
How do I... Shepard! My friend.
Rex has emerged as a revolutionary leader who is more interested in the Krogan's continued existence than age-old traditions. His reforms have drawn criticism from some of the other Krogans, but at least Shepard can count on their leader as a close friend if needed.
You made the rise of Urdnot possible. Vermeer was a turning point for the Krogan, though not everyone was happy about it.
If Rex didn't survive the encounter, you'll instead be greeted by Urdnot Reeve, who has led the Krogan with a decidedly different political approach.
You are Shepard. We would have shot any other alien out of the sky. But you, we give the respect due our most powerful enemies. You destroyed Vermeer. You saved us from becoming Saren's minions. But you also destroyed a cure to the genophage. But more than that, you killed Urdnot Rex. I am clan leader Urdnot Reeve. Rex was my brood brother.
Rex's fate will trigger even more plot variations in the trilogy's final chapter. This scene is just one of many in Mass Effect where your actions change the shape of the story. These examples of using player choice to alter the narrative's development is just one way to utilize the game medium's interactive nature to push storytelling. Games like Bungie's Halo Reach and Ubisoft Montreal's Prince of Persia use the player's participation in events as a way to evoke specific emotions in a way not possible in a passive medium. BioShock has a scene near the end of the game where the player's participation in the story's events are used as a basis for an intelligent commentary on the meaning of free will.
A man chooses. A slave obeys.
Last year's Heavy Rain, from French developer Quantic Dream, evoked both unique emotional reactions and provided countless moments for the player to influence the narrative. Just to illustrate how much a player can affect Heavy Rain's story, there are 22 unique possible endings, and player missteps can lead to permanent death for any of the game's 4 protagonists. As the game medium continues to mature, developers will find yet more ways to use interaction as an integral part of storytelling.